Hey, g'day folks, how you going? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then a special g'day to you, and I hope you hang around for a little while. Now today, we're testing out something I've been meaning to try out for a while. This bottle of Outback Red Dirt Wash. Now I was given this by a local four-wheel drive shop that's in Bayswater. Now it's not a sponsored video, it's just something that they handed me, and after a few recent trips down some dusty roads, I finally have a reason to give it a go. I've used something like this back when I worked in the coaches after tours, and that stuff was incredible. I don't know if this is the same sort of stuff, but let's give it a go and see what it's like. Now I don't mind heading out and having some fun in the bush. That's part of the adventure, and yeah, your car's going to get dirty. But if you're like me, you still want to drive around in a clean, tidy vehicle when you get back afterwards. You wash it, you dry it, you get rid of the watermarks, and it looks great. But then the moisture evaporates and suddenly all that plastic and vinyl comes back with that stubborn brown stain that just won't go away. That's what this product claims to remove. On my recent trips, I've been trying out these two King's dirty gear bags on the back of the car. I've had both of these on the Mundale track, and when I got back I washed this one and then took it out again on my Northern Goldfields trip. So this one's been sitting around for a couple of months dirty, and this one's been sitting around for about a month. Now here's the plan. I'm going to wash the Mundale track bag, and I'm going to wash it the normal way I would normally do it with my I normally just use car wash and wax from Turtle Wax to wash my cars in it, and I'll use this on this bag and see how that comes out. Then I'm going to wash this bag with this product and see if we can see any kind of a difference. Now both bags have been sitting around for a little while, so the dirt's had a chance to really sort of grind into it. So when we use this, I'll just read the instructions on the back here, and I probably should have got my glasses, but for best results, don't wash it in the hot sun, so we're doing a good job there to start with, and prefer it in the cooler shade, so we'll sort that one out. Don't let the product dry on the surface, and preferably do smaller sections at a time. Now where does it say dilute as per recommended dilution rates on the table? Oh, I say at the top here. So if it's heavily soiled, you would use 50 mils of this to a litre of water. Medium, it'll be 35 mils to a litre of water, and lightly soiled, and to be honest, I kind of would class this as lightly soiled, 25 mils to a litre. So this bottle is a 750 ml, so at 25 ml, you're going to get quite a few washes out of this bottle. Alright, so let's get started with washing. I forgot which one I said I was going to do. The Mundale track, that's this one. I'm going to wash this one first with the Turtle Wax and see how it goes. Now this isn't a comparison of Turtle Wax and the Red Dirt Wash. Turtle Wax is just what I normally use, and the bags are made of canvas, so it's possible that the dust has gone right into the fibres of the material. I'm just using a sponge at this point on both bags. Well, I'm going to let them dry first, but I think that is actually a little bit better than that one. We'll come back in a couple of minutes. Alright, well, they're not quite dry yet, but just looking at it, this is the one from the Mundell track, and this is the one that was washed with the turtle wax. And this one has still got a fair bit of stain all over it, particularly when you look on the top here. And this one was the one that I did from the Kalgoorlie, Northern Kalgoorlie trip. And this has still got a bit of stain on it, and this ain't quite dry yet, it's still wet down here. But it's not as stained as what this is. So what I'm going to do with what I've got left of the Outback dust removal stuff, I'm actually got a brush here somewhere. I'm going to use a brush over both of them again and see how that comes up. And so we'll see what happens with that. Find this brush, where did I put it? Okay, now that I've found the brush, I'm giving both of the tops a decent scrub and trying to get into the corners a little bit. Okay, now we're getting a little bit of an interesting result. Again, it hasn't dried properly, but this is the one with the Mundell track, originally washed with the turtle wax, and this is the one washed with the red Outback dust removal thing. Now I scrubbed this one again with the Outback wash with the scrubbing brush, and it has come cleaner, but there is still quite a fair bit of dust stain on it. This one, you can still see there's a hint of stain in here, but it's a hell of a lot cleaner. Now I only just did the top, so there's an example of what this one looked like just after turtle wax. So it's quite still heavily stained. So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to wash them and scrub them all over again with this stuff, and for a last time, and we'll see what the end result of it is. But at this point I would have to say, while it's the red, what is it, Outback red stain wash, not as good as that stuff I used to use when I was with the coaches, because that thing you just rubbed it once, gave it a wash, and that was with a sponge, like on the tyres and that, washed the tyres down, and it just all literally just about came off. You could see the dust coming off of it. It was really good stuff, but I imagine it was probably also quite expensive stuff, where this, I'm actually not sure what the price is for it, but I'm sure it's not as expensive as what that was. So you've got to expect there to be not quite the same amount of results, you know. And also I wonder, because I mean, I don't know, if you've been up in the Pilbara, you know that Pilbara dust, that sticks like, well, you know, stuff to stuff. It'd be interesting to see how that works on something that's been up around the Pilbara area. But overall, I would say it does a better job than an ordinary car wash, at least the turtle wax anyway. And also, not forgetting that I had decided to put extra into the bucket of the Outback. I was going to go with the light dirt, and that was 25 mils per 100 litres. And after I washed this one with the turtle wax, I looked at it and I thought, maybe my interpretation of light is a little bit different to other people's interpretation of light. So I poured a bit extra, and I think I probably put maybe about 40 mils in. But at this point I would say yes, that I would probably keep using that stuff, because it's certainly better than nothing. But let me give this another scrub all over on both of them, and we'll see what comes out. Alright, I'm done washing these things, and just to be clear, I normally would not wash something like this that many times to try and get it completely clean. I wash it once and whatever it is, it is. I just washed it that many times because I wanted to see what we could do with it. So I've now scrubbed both of them with the red stain wash, and the difference, there is still a difference between the two of them. This is the one that I had washed with the turtle wax first. There is still a little bit of staining in it, but nowhere near what it was when I just washed it with the turtle wax. This one was the one I washed all the time with the red dirt wash, and there is still a little bit of staining in it, but I mean, personally, I'd be more than happy with the result of that. It's never going to look brand new, but it's clean, and when you touch it, you're not going to get red dirt dust on your hands. So for me personally, I think I would buy that product again when that bottle runs out. I might actually go down and buy some. I think it does a good job. It's not as good as the stuff that I used years ago, but I think it's good enough for what I do. Right, now as I said, I was given this product for free, but not for doing a review with it. In fact, unless they see this video, they're not even going to know about this review. Now you can buy this online from the 4-wheel drive shop, and I'll put a link in the description for that shop, so you can go onto that and go and have a look for yourself. If you do buy some from them, whether you walk in the door or whether you buy it online, let them know that you saw that product in this review, because perhaps maybe in the future they might provide some kind of a link to, or not a link, a discount code for any future purchases. So that's it for this test. Simple, real world, no nonsense. If you've used this stuff before, let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing down there, and hit that notification bell. All that sort of stuff all helps the YouTube algorithm show my videos to other viewers. And also, if you're watching this on a mobile device, then there's a hype button down there. Hit that hype, because again, that will also help the video, or help the channel being shown to more people, and help make the channel grow. But for the time being, I've got nothing else to add to this. So as I said, if you've used this product or a product like it, let us know in the comments. But until next time, happy travels.